I've just got to Sydney International Airport and I'm about to fly Scoot for the very first time. Scoot's cheapest flight from Sydney to Singapore costs $278 one way, and the ScootPlus, which is their premium economy, costs more than double that at $632. So on the way there, I'll be taking Scoot Economy or the regular cheap seats, and on the way back, taking Scoot Plus. So the check-in counter is right over there. There's actually hardly anyone here, so I love how it's an empty flight. Just look at this. This will be a breeze to get through the check-in process. So I'm on board the 787 Boeing Dreamliner, and the seat configuration for economy is split into 3x3x3, and it's also two sections. Up front is the Scoot in silence, but I'm actually at the back, and it is a bit narrower, this seat, I can see, and that the foot room is actually not bad. It is actually quite roomy because we're in a 787 Dreamliner, and in terms of what there is no in-flight entertainment. There is a basic tray table that extends, also a call for your flight attendants and light, and as well as a recline. In terms of any support, the seats are relatively flat, but not too bad in terms of comfort, and no lumbar support or anything like that, just a basic seat. Now, there is actually Wi-Fi on board, but you have to pay, and I believe it's about $20 for 20 megabytes or something like that, so not cheap, but better to buy it before you board, because I think it doubles when you buy it on board. There is no USB ports on board, however, there is a universal AC adapter below, which you also have to pay for as well. Now, I've just been given my meal, which you can pre-order before you're board on the flight, which you have more choice, and it's probably a bit cheaper as well than buying it on board itself. So I have the ginger teriyaki with rice. It comes with Pringles, Biscoff biscuits, bottle of water, and also, because this flight is a Spider-Man theme, I do get a keychain, and also serviettes that also have the Spider-Man thing on it. Now for the loo review, it is actually quite spacious for the economy. I'm really surprised. Comes with two coat hooks, stock standard taps and toilets and everything you'll find in every airplane. Right, I have just made it to Singapore Changi Airport in Terminal 1. I have to say the flight was so smooth. For an economy flight that is under $300 one way, I'm super impressed. The service was amazing. It was actually a fun flight because of the whole Spider-Man livery, which I did not expect, and it was a bit of a surprise to find, but it made the whole flight experience that much more fun and that much more enjoyable. So now I'm going to enjoy my time in Singapore and then get back here in a few days' time to fly ScootPlus back home. So looking forward to that. Welcome back to Terminal 1 at Changi Airport. I'm now flying ScootPlus from Singapore to Sydney, and I noticed that with the check-in counters here, the majority of them, regardless of airline, is using the self-service check-ins, and it makes it so much faster. It is so efficient. That is Singapore Changi Airport's standard, and I love it because it is the best in the world for that reason. So now let's go check in my bags. I have to say that was super easy, done in like a minute now. All right, as usual, lost track of time. Need to rush to the gate. Just made it. Hi, thank you. So welcome to the ScootPlus cabin, which is technically not business class, but more of a premium economy class. And as you can see, there is so much space. I've got two free seats beside me, which is great. And just look at that, there's so much width and also so much length. So there's plenty of knee room, plenty of leg room. I can stretch it out completely straight. And also, look at this, it's so soft and cushy. It's actually really nice with really good support. And the headrests are actually height adjustable as well as the sides as well, so giving you plenty of support if you need to go to sleep. One thing to note is that there is no entertainment on ScootPlus either, so you'll find that there's no screens in front of you. So make sure you bring your laptop or your iPad, just like with economy. There's actually buttons on the side for your flight attendant and also the reading light, and also two on the side, one for your leg rest and one for the recline. Whoa, that actually goes quite deep. That is really decent, to be honest. And combined with the leg rest out, it is such a comfortable sleeping position, I have to say. Like, I feel so chill already just lying down like this. And on board, we got a bottle of water to start with, as well as a wet wipe. Right over here is the tray table, and you can put it in half or stretch it out completely. and you can put it towards you or further away, which is great. And also down on the side is the universal charging ports, but there's no USB-A or USB-C ports. If you want to charge anything, make sure you bring like an AC power, so there is a universal adapter. So the ScootPlus cabin is laid out in a 2x3x2 configuration, and there's 5 rows, so it's actually not a very big area, but so it feels really private. And you can see behind me is the economy section. Now, as part of ScootPlus, you do get complimentary Wi-Fi for 200 megabytes, kind of like a scratch and win kind of thing, but yeah, you do get that, whereas in economy, you have to pay for it. So I got my first meal on the plane, braised chicken with rice, along with some Biscoff biscuits, a brownie, drink of choice, which is a Milo for me. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Taiwanese braised pork rice, but it is chicken. Very traditional. Now for the lavatory review, I have to say it is spotless, especially midway through the flight. I'm pretty amazed that it's not the biggest, and there's only one toilet available in ScootPlus, so just to let you know. Man, I had the best sleep. I literally drifted up to sleep straight after that first meal, and now I'm awake with 2.5 hours before landing, and I have their signature dish, which is their chicken curry rice biryani. And it smells so good, I can just smell it like from so far away, and can't wait to dig into this. Now I know why this is a signature dish. It is really flavorful. Yum. I have to say, the service on ScootPlus has been absolutely exceptional. The number of times I've been offered water throughout the whole flight has been unexpected. What a surprise. And also, it's for free, by the way. It's not something they charge. The fact that they provide food carts along the way throughout the flight, they don't disappear throughout the flight, they offer food carts, they do offer duty free if you need it, and also just being really attentive to you, just all throughout. Okay, bye-bye, thank you. Just got back to Sydney, and I have to say ScootPlus was absolutely amazing. It was beyond my expectations. Service was outstanding. It was like Singapore Airlines level of service when it comes to the attentiveness, the friendliness. I am absolutely amazed. The seats were pretty comfortable. It's more like premium economy, and for a long haul flight, I would 100% fly them. So in comparison against the economy, I would say that if you're happy with just an A to B kind of flight, no frills, like bare bones, you want nothing but just to get there, that's your best option, because the value is amazing. You can't deny its value because it's so cheap to fly from Sydney to Singapore and vice versa on economy. But be aware of the add-ons that you have to make when it comes to Wi-Fi, in-seat power, food, and so forth. Whereas ScootPlus does give you that added touch, and you get a bit more comfort, but you are paying double the price. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.